Okay, good evening everyone. And today in our tea session we will discuss about little bit about ROE. So I like to discuss about the structure of ROE and how and what you guys should prepare. Okay. So I'm going from week by week content, and let's see in each week what is the important topic and which you guys should prepare. Okay, but first, little bit general talk about the ROE. So ROE is totally open book exam, which means you can take any help. You can ask your friend to sit with you. You can use ChatGPT. You can use Google, and whatever you want, you guys can use. My screen is visible, right? Am I audible?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. And if you guys have any one of you have any problem, just open your mic and ask me question. So first thing, ROE is open book exam, and I think the ROE date is not finalized, but it will be very soon, not in 1 week, but maybe in 2 week. And it's better if you guys just ask the question. Post.
So it won't be on
Okay,
Saturday, this coming Saturday?
Not in this Saturday because it will be OPP in lot of subject. So maybe not in this Saturday.
OPP on Sunday.
Yeah, but it maybe there's a high possibility that ROE will be on between these days 23 to 28 maybe.
Okay.
No one is confirmed about it.
So it will be definitely after the OPP.
Yes.
Okay.
So ROE will be your open book exam. Now the question is, what is the syllabus? So there is no syllabus. Okay, or you can say there is everything whatever you studied. It's a part of syllabus. Okay, I saw somewhere written as like week 1 to 4, week 1 to 3, 1 to no. In ROE they can ask anything. For now, you guys can assume that it will be 1 to 5. Okay, so syllabus is roughly you can say 1 to 5. Okay, now let's go to each week and let's see what we can do. What is the important part for the ROE? ROE is a practical exam, so no need to pay attention on theory. We just gonna pay attention on the what they can ask. So starting point is just a theory, no need of it. Okay, so week one is totally useless for us. I'm gonna remove that. Week two is really important because we are learning most of the scraping part here. So scraping is really important, and I have seen nearly 6 ROE. So all of them, scraping is a most important part. So let's mark it. Scraping. Scraping is really important thing. So first thing is scraping, and then what is inside scraping? So inside scraping we have some very common thing. First thing is HTML. Okay. Now there are two things. When I talk about HTML, I can think two stuff. First thing, it can be dynamic website or it can be live website. What is the meaning of the live website? Live website means they can give you a website which is live on the internet. Let's say Wikipedia. Okay. Second thing, maybe a HTML file. So it happened last term. They just give us, I mean not us, to all the students some HTML file. They just give the HTML5, HTML code or in drive link. So what Abhishek was doing, if HTML file is live, then you can just get the link, go to the website, and do the scripting in your usual manner. Just copy paste that URL inside the request URL, and you can work on it. But when they give you HTML local file, which means they will give you a link of a drive folder, you are going to open that drive folder, download the HTML file. Then first you need to make sure how you can read that HTML file. So in our session we discussed that there is a method with the help of beautiful soup we can easily do it. Okay, so these are the two important things. If it is a HTML code, then either it is a live website or it is a local file. If it is a local file, you need to know how to download it and how to upload it in the Colab. So here is my suggestion. Sometime downloading and uploading take a lot of time. So you better start downloading at the first moment, as soon as you get the traveling, and you better work on it in your local Jupyter. Okay. So sometimes working on a local Jupyter is better, because let's say file is quite huge and you upload it in the Colab. So Colab will take some runtime, some time to upload it. And let's say you close that tab mistakenly and work on another tab, and then you find that you need to re-upload it. So it will take a lot of time. So it's better if you got some HTML local file, HTML code in the drive, you better download it and work on your local machine, work on Jupyter. Just a suggestion. These are not the rules. These are just the suggestions based on the experience. Okay.
It's one doubt here, like if it's given in the drive, we can change that, like those add like a question mark, and we can mount it that way, right? Like,
Yes, you can do also do the one thing. You can, if you know how to mount the drive, you can mount the drive, import that file directly to your Python notebook, and you can work on it. Okay.
that doesn't depend on the size, right? Even if it's a big file,
Yes.
it,
Yes.
okay, okay.
Yes. And the thing is, what they want in ROE is the result. All the questions will be like maybe it is MCQ questions, or maybe it is like a numerical type of question where you need to just enter one numerical or one word, one string. Okay, it will not. They will not ask you to upload your Google sheet, or upload your Excel sheet, or upload your Google Colab file. No, you just need to find the answer. You can use anything. You can use the open exam. You can use internet. You can use kind of GTP and stuff, LLM models. I remember last term someone used GitHub Copilot, and he got quite a good marks. Okay, so this is a thing. There is one more thing which I want to mention. That file may be a simple file. Okay, if that file is simple, which means just start scribbling, no login. Okay, like once again, like Wikipedia. Then okay, you are good, but maybe that file required authentication. If that file required authentication, then what you are gonna do, like movie lens. Okay, then you need cookies. Okay, so these are the things which I can think of when I think about the HTML scripting. Then these are the different type of category which I can think about. Okay, so live site, local file, simple login, simple website, but it is simple, but it doesn't mean that it is some kind of very easy. No, it is not easy, because I remember last to last term they gave the cricket file. So they also gave the cricket file as a local. They downloaded it and gave us the drive link, as well as they also paste the link of the website. So that website, that espncricket.com something, it doesn't require login, but that website is not simple. It has a lot of ads. You need to do a lot of cleaning. Okay, so just don't think that it is Wikipedia. Wikipedia is a very simple example. Okay, so these are the four things. Now, what else in the scraping? In the scraping, there is uh, and in the scraping there may be XML. XML scraping also. So what is XML? So XML is in the last one we just have a one session on XML. You can watch it. It is in the optional part, but optional part is not optional. It's really important. Somewhere here at the very last. Yeah, XML, introduction and scripting. You guys better take a look on it. So I remember they just gave the XML file in the last term. Carlton was the student that time. XML files, and it was not a very pleasant experience, right, Carlton?
Oh, it was just roses and poppies. It was just so lovely.
Okay. Okay. What else? What else in scripting? There will be PDF file. Okay. So PDF file, it is a pattern like for the past, continuously past five ROE. They are giving a PDF file. So PDF files generally have a lot of tables, but sometimes it is not in very good format. See, if you have a PDF file which has a very proper table structure, then it's really easy to scrape. In PDF file, you can either use tabular, which is in Python. You can use directly Excel. Okay, import query or import data, then import it by the PDF file. Okay, you can do it, but sometimes that file is really dirty. I mean, like election commission data, it is in PDF file, but it is not very clean. So then it's a little bit hard to how to solve it. Then there is one thing which is really important, really interesting, not important. I love PDF. I find this file and this website really useful. Okay, so maybe there are a lot of tools. So in this here, PDF to Excel, and this is really good. Me and Carton both were working on it someday, and we find okay, this is really good. But the thing is, you still need to do a lot of cleanup. Okay, so yeah, so if you want, it is totally up to you how you are gonna scrape the PDF. What they want, they just want the answers. So this is what I can think. And there is one more thing which they just add in this term only. Let me find. It is Parquet files. So I don't have any experience with Parquet files. So you guys also, we never take any session on it. Carton took it, but not me. So maybe someday we will discuss about it. Carton is in week 2 or
I think it is in possibly week 2 or week 3.
okay, it's fine. I mean, the thing is,
Yeah,
there is
week 3, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but it's not so difficult. It's just another format, and it
yes.
you essentially import it. The best way I found is just import it using pandas, and there is a additional library you have to use called PyArrow. So as long as you remember that in the heat of the moment, then you will be able to import Parquet files and just put it into a simple data frame and then process it.
Carton, what's the name of that module?
I think it's called PyArrow.
Check it, everyone, please check it. Okay, I don't know if it is correct or not. Okay, so there is one more data set which is a kind of Parquet file, and there is one more thing which is a new addition in TDS, and that's about SQL files also. So let me check SQL file lectures there. See, here is the okay. This is PDF to test. So this time you need to study a little bit, little more. Okay, you need to study Parquet, and also you need to study little bit about let's say SQL, okay, or database. So for the database, you need to use SQL language. If you have already completed DBMS, then you know what is the SQL. Otherwise, there is a Carton took a session there,
So
and maybe we will
Sparkit we
discuss.
can do same way as CSV, right? Like you said, convert it to a data frame, or like I think there is one to like CSV, convert it to CSV, then or directly Excel. I think there's something in Pandas.
Yes, you can do it. And there is a you can always whatever you can see in your PDF. If you can bring anything in your Python in your pandas, you can always convert it into CSV file. And CSV file dealing CSV file is quite easy. Okay. Okay. So this is what I can think about the scraping part. Let me highlight it. Okay, scraping part. By the way, I am using Obsidian, and this is Markdown language. Okay. So this is the scraping part. What else? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 type of thing in scraping. XML file is they just give you the folder in XML file or maybe some website. It is not dynamic, really easy to scrape. But see, the thing is in HTML scraping in HTML.
Amit,
Yes.
just like I love PDF, there is one more what do you call as website available, which is online converter. Like you give JSON, you give XML, you give
Yes.
CSV, or
Yes.
whatever type of database you are giving, it can convert to Excel.
Yes. So there are a lot of online tools you can use it, but just remember these online
Just
tools have some
I'm
limit.
telling.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, Naren, thank you. These online tools generally have some limit. You cannot upload file which is more than 25 MB or somewhere it is 10 MB. So you just need to pay attention. I mean, using the tools is good. Your final target is to getting the answer. But it's better if you know the raw techniques, how to use Excel, how to use pandas. Okay, they always helpful. Okay, so for the scraping, this is the stuff which I can think about. Uh, now let's go to the next part. So this is the scraping part. What is next? Data sourcing week 2 is very much complete. Let me take a look. Also, I'm not gonna share this file, so you guys better make some notes. I'm not gonna share it.
By the way, Amit, yeah, it is PyArrow. I confirmed it. It's PYARRO.
Okay, so it is PyArrow for the Parquet files. Okay. Okay. Now there is one thing. This is V2. There is one thing which I want to say. Okay. Just not the last and not the last to last, but before it, they generally give us some very ready-made, some very generic question. So I don't know, maybe they will give you these type of questions again this term. So what happened? Let's say, like I am DB data set. So for the DB data set, they already give the somewhere. They already give the Google Colab file. Same goes for nominating file. Same goes for BBC weather location ID type of file. So the thing is, these files are already explored in the lectures. Okay, these files are already discussed in the lectures. So maybe they can just give you the simple question. Maybe they can give you the simple question like, in which year this movie was released, or what is the location ID on the BBC weather website? What is the location ID of Delhi, or what is the location ID of Mumbai, or any city? What is the location ID of XYZ city on the BBC location weather location website or API? They can ask what is the distance between two cities on the nominative, or they can ask what is the latitude or longitude of the given city in the nominative. Okay, so this stuff is here. This stuff is here, and they already provide you notebooks. They already provide you the lecture. So my suggestion here is they may or may not be. See, nothing. I cannot guarantee anything. This is the exam, and there is Wikimedia library. They already provide you the book for the Wikipedia. Sorry, Wikipedia. So the thing is, uh, I don't think they will give you any question from the OpenRefine, because a lot of you don't. You need to install OpenRefine. So I don't think. So the thing is, it is called some ready-made files. Okay, something ready-made. So what I mean from the ready-made. So when I was a student, and I shared this technique to all of my previous term students too. When I was a student, what I did, I just create a one single Colab file, one single notebook file, Colab notebook, and inside that Colab notebook, I just wrote all the codes which instructor used in their notebook. Maybe I have that notebook somewhere. Um, I need to find. Okay, leave it. No need to find. Okay, so you can just make your own Colab notebook. Whatever they are teaching you here, just create a notebook, just single notebook, different cells, and run that notebook just before the exam. So let's say uh, in that notebook, first 3 or 4 cell is about the BBC weather services. You know it. After like fifth, sixth, seventh cells are about the nominative. Okay, and after few cells are about the IMDb database, movies database. Okay, so what happened? And as soon as you got your exam and you saw, okay, first 3 questions are about those Python notebook, first 3 questions are about those ready-made notebook which instructor gave you. You can just, since your notebook is already in a running condition, there is no error, all the troubleshooting has been done. You can just enter those keywords like Delhi and Mumbai, and you will find the distance. Okay, so these are some ready-made questions. You have some ready-made notebook, so it will save lot of your time. In the ROE is not tough. The only problem is ROE is you will have lot of questions and very less time, and also you will be panicked in the exam. So just create a notebook. Okay, just create a single notebook with some ready-made code. Run it just 5 or 10 minutes before the exam. Keep it ready. So what I can suggest you, I can suggest you that BBC weather. I can suggest you IMDb. Okay, I can suggest you nominating. Inside BBC weather they generally ask about the location API, location code, or ID, or minimum temperature, max temperature. See, one thing, whatever I am telling you, just based on the experience or experiment. It is not like that this is a rule of thumb that you guys are going to follow it. Okay, in the IMDb they maybe ask about the year of movie, popularity, tags, okay? And don't post on the discourse that I need this notebook and someone share this notebook to me. Watch the lecture, prepare this notebook. Because even if someone gonna give you the notebook, you guys are not able to work on it. You need to know which cell you want to run. You need to know why someone wrote this line. Like say user agent. There's a very common thing in user agent. Whenever we use nominative, we need to provide some user agent. So what is user agent? When I am hitting that nominative server, so nominative no. Okay, this user agent is Amit. And if I'm hitting it again and again and again, so nominative no, okay, this person is something doing something stupid, just revoke his license. So sometime if you guys got a single user agent and everyone is using the same file, it will not work. So you write this notebook code by yourself. You don't just copy paste from the instructor notebook. Just understand why that instructor wrote that part. So in the nominative, latitude, longitude questions are always important. Distance between two cities, and also maybe latitude and longitude is given. They will ask you the name of the city or something. So this is what I can think for now. Scraping and ready-made notebook. Okay. If anyone remember anything else, maybe Carlton, you want to add something, or anyone, please.
Yeah, I mean, this is not an exhaustive list, but this is from our
Yes.
experience. These are good things to be prepared for. That doesn't mean they will only ask these things, or they will not ask anything outside the things we have shown today. Just be completely familiar with all the things that they've taught over the weeks. But these things that we're covering, almost guaranteed something of that will be in these things that we have talked about today.
Yeah.
Is there any structure, or like, is there any fixed number of questions or something? Like,
No, there is no fixed number of question, but in my experience, I have seen question vary from 10 question minimum, 25 question maximum. And about the timing, I have seen 30 hour maximum, 30-minute maximum, minimum, and 1 hour 10-minute maximum.
so this scrapping question, will it be like we will have like few questions based on that file, like that's included in this, like
Yeah,
the,
yeah. What I realize, see, I always see that they generally give you one web scripting type of thing, either it's XML or HTML, and there will be 4 or 5 questions, maybe 6 questions, 4 to 6 questions from the web scripting. They will give you PDF file. I'm not sure if they will give you PDF file, but they generally gave what I saw PDF file. We need to scrape it, and there are nearly 3 to 5 questions from PDF, and there are some question like if they give the nominative, then there are 2 or 3 questions from the nominative. The thing is, you just need to nominative once, and then you just need to enter. So I remember when I was a TDS student, then they give the question, okay, which of the following pair has the minimum distance according to nominative? And there in the single question, they give the 4 pair. So I need to find the distance between all 4 pair, write it down on a copy pen, and then I need to just hit which one is the minimum. So seems easy. Okay, we need to find the distance between two. But when they just tweak a question a little bit, they just ask which of the following has the minimum distance. Then suddenly that question become like equal to 4 question. Okay. So yeah, I don't know what they're gonna ask, but this is what I think that you guys should prepare already. See, the thing is, if you are gonna start write the writing nominating code is not tough. You can just ask ChatGPT write the nominating code, or you can just open the nominating documentation and you can just copy paste the whole that block. But still, it will take at least 2 or 3 minutes, right? So it's better to have the nominative code, run it earlier, use some experiment like Delhi, Bombay, Chennai, so you know okay how to enter the fields. Okay. So Wikipedia library, I am totally not. I don't think that I have never seen any question from the Wikipedia library. I remember when just one term after when I was a student in 2022 something, they ask how many outputs are there when you search something in the Wikipedia library, then how many outputs you get. So the answer is always 10, because generally this is a default number in Wikipedia library. If there is something which has like a very less net presence, let's say you ask, let's say I just type Naren, and I know there are very few Naren, or maybe I don't think that there are Naren is a very popular word. So since Wikipedia doesn't has more than 3 or 5 Naren entry, then you will get that number 5. But if you type Taj Mahal, then you will get, on Wikipedia there are lots of entry about the Taj Mahal, but Wikipedia library will give you top 10 entries. Okay, so that was the question. So no need to run the Wikipedia library. I know the answer. It that by default it is 10. So yeah. So okay, so this is what we think is important in week 2. Now let's jump on the week 3. So today I will just discuss this outline and how to prepare for it. There will be no coding part today, or no learning today. This video will be available on YouTube, so if you guys want to leave, I mean, always. Okay. Week 3, there is about the data preparation. Okay, now I like to talk about some skills. This is really important topic, skills. Okay, I can script using ChatGPT, or I can script using GitHub Copilot. I remember last time one student used GitHub Copilot. And so what now? Once you script something, and you got a table, now you need to find the things from it. So the best practice is no matter if it is a Python, no, sorry, not Python, no matter if it is a PDF, Parquet, database, SQL, XML, or HTML. But once you have your data in a tabular format, in a table format, then the best thing you can do, either you need a very good skills in pandas, then you can deal it, or the best thing you can do, convert it into CSV and open it into either MS Excel or in Google Sheet. So one of the most important skills, which I consider that, okay, you guys know, one thing is pandas. So which important things I should learn into pandas? Open file. Once again, this list is not what Cartoon use, exhaustive. I don't know what is the right word, but okay, just these are the things which we think that is really important, and you guys better prepare. One thing is panda, open file. Which type of file you want to open in pandas? You want to open CSV file, HTML file, PDF file, and XML file, HTML file, Excel file. Okay, these are files. You guys know how to open. One thing is very important, data frame. You need to know what is data frame. Okay, if they give you a very simple like CSV, but very huge CSV, let's say 60 MB CSV, your local Excel or Google Sheet not going to open it. Excel will take a lot of time, but in pandas data frame you can do it in a seconds. Pandas data frame can load it within a second. So data frame is really important. You guys know how to work on data frame. Inside data frame there is very important thing, column. You guys need to know how to work on the specific column. Okay, and some simple function like unique, some filter, how to apply some filter, simple Python logic. Okay, and value count. It is actually value counts, value underscore counts. You need to know how to find the null values. Of course, no need to remember everything. As I am saying, you can prepare a ready-made notebook. Okay, inside that notebook, you can write all of your Python snippets, or you can always have a ChatGPT. In fact, you can train a ChatGPT. How can you train a ChatGPT? Okay, that's your skill number 2. Train a ChatGPT channel. Okay, now we will talk about it, how to train a ChatGPT engine. Okay, so the hint is just open a ChatGPT file. I mean, open a ChatGPT, open that one particular chat, and start doing all the details stuff inside it. Okay, so in this manner, your ChatGPT will know what you are exactly looking for. You can start from today. Just open a single ChatGPT chat. No need to open every time a new chat. Just open a single ChatGPT chat, and whenever you practice it, whenever you're stuck somewhere, just ask it to the ChatGPT that specific chat. So your ChatGPT will know, okay, this guy want to ask this. Maybe there are a lot of ready-made type of function ChatGPT already prepared there, so it will save a lot of your time. Okay. What else? There is one thing. Okay,
Can you come again? I missed that part. Like, what did you say?
okay. Can I know your name? What's your name, man?
Sharath, Sharath.
Sharad. Do you use ChatGPT?
Yes.
Okay. So there are some chats in ChatGPT. See, this is my ChatGPT part, and here are a lot of file. Okay. So this is about the Flask view integration. So I made this file, I don't know when, maybe the start of this term, because I'm creating Mad1 project. So I made it like very start, I don't know when, at the start of this term. Since then, I am using everything related to Flask stuff or view stuff inside it. So this chat knows me quite well. At least this chat knows me what I am looking for. Maybe uh, two 2 months ago, I just put some code here, this code here. Okay, and even if I'm still working on this code, I don't need to give it the code again. I can just ask the ChatGPT, okay, there is some problem. I can just paste the error, and ChatGPT will know that I am still working on that same code. Okay, so that's how you just create a one specific channel. Let's say Java. I have Java this time, so I just create this channel for Java. I am asking every question, every Java related question here. So so in this manner, this channel knows, okay, what I am looking for exactly. Okay, so this is a good practice. It's not like we are training some chat gpt part, but it's a good practice. It always helps. Okay, so you guys can also prepare something like that. Okay, chat gpt is really helpful if you know how to use it properly. Okay, so now you have a data frame and you got a data frame, you filter all the rows and everything. But now you want to pinpoint the answer, and you are not very much confident in your pandas skit. You are not very much confident whatever ChatGPT is telling you. So there is one very important skill which I insist that you guys learn: applying filter. It is in G Sheet or Excel. Okay. Just learn this skill, how to apply proper filter. See, you guys are working on which dataset for project one? It is election dataset, right?
Yes.
Okay, so after working on it, maybe you realize that you can find all the answers with the help of filter and pivot table. Okay, so how to apply filter, how to use pivot table, how to use sorting, how to use search function. If you can do these things, you can solve lots of questions. Because in the end, whether if it is about the numbers, see, in the scraping, if they ask you what is the name of the first movie in which Morgan Freeman performed, okay, then you will get a whole list of Morgan Freeman movie. Then you can just use list square bracket 0. I mean, you can work in the list. But if it is about the year, in which year Morgan Freeman did most of the movies, then you can find it in the pandas also. But in the G Sheet or Excel, you can see it if your whatever you're writing is correct or not. So these functions, how to use filter, how to use pivot table. Pivot table is very important. Very important. I like to bold it. Okay. Filter, pivot table, sorting, searching in the G Sheet or Excel. It is really important. There is one more thing. Maybe you need to do some cleanup. So text to column and yeah, text to column is really important. There is a function called a trim where you just remove all the unnecessary spaces. Text to column is really important. There is something called delimiter. How to use proper delimiter. When you convert something which is given in a text in a single cell and you want to, there was a, I think in the week 4 or maybe in the week 3, when you got that log entries and then you need to separate it to different column. You need to clean it. Remember, is it week 3 or something? Anyone want to correct me?
Yeah, I think it was week 3.
So log entry. So that was really good. That's a really good practice. How to convert whatever given in the text into column. It is really good. Okay, and you need to know how to trim function. Once again, clean up. Okay, this lecture is really good. Data preparation in the Excel. It is all about the cleaning up. Okay, this okay, this is all about cleanup. So clean up and using pivot table. Pivot table is really important. Everything is given here. Find and replace, changing data format. What is the meaning of the data format here? Let's say you guys know there was a date and date was not in a proper format, so you need to change it. Okay, remove extra spaces, removing identify and remove blank cell, okay, remove duplicate. Okay, data transformation, this is the same part. Okay, so there is one more important thing is mathematics calculation. Okay, mathematics here, you need to find like some very basic thing, how to find the average. See, if they will give you some table and they will ask you what is the average of this table and what is the average of this column. So finding average in pandas is really easy. There is a function called, let's say your data set name is data and you already upload that data. So data dot description small bracket parenthesis, just press the enter and you will got all the average, all the mean value, median value of each column. So in the mathematics, you need this function, how to use this function, how do you find average in pandas, or if you are comfortable, then how to find average in Excel or whatever you prefer, or G sheet. So these are some very basic thing. Average, which means mean, median, or most frequent. Okay. These are the thing. Ratios, some ratios. What is the winner ratio compared to loser ratio? This type of thing. Okay. So once the important thing, once you clear a data, then the possibility of solving any question is infinite. They can ask you anything. They can just give me 3 or 4 number and I can manipulate it. I can ask me the tell me the addition, tell me the subtractions, tell me the multiplication, tell me the division, tell me the ratio, tell me the percentage. Okay. So don't think that the syllabus of ROE or the question they are going to ask, the pattern is limited. It is unlimited. You need to, since it is an open exam, so they can ask anything. You cannot say, I don't know what is the meaning of the winner vote percentage or winner vote margin. No. You have internet, find it. You have ChatGPT, ask it. You have some friend next to you, call them. Okay, so they can ask anything, and there is a very less time for the complaint. Be prepared. If you are gonna think, okay, man, what the heck they are just ask, you will panic and you will lose all of your time. Maybe the first question will be super tough, and maybe the last question is super easy, but you will lose all of your cool at the first question that you will just simple messed up. Okay, so these are the thing. Outlier is also one thing. How to find outlier? So for the outlier, we generally use IQR method. But once again, no need to solve the whole IQR method by yourself. If I ask you, this is my data, find the outlier here, which is just more than outlier, which value are very high. So what you are going to do, you will find median, you will find Q1, you will find Q3, you will subtract it, you will multiply it by 1.3. No. These numerical calculation will ruin all of your time. You better use Bullform Alpha. This is a mathematical search engine, or you can use any mathematical search engine, or you can use any, or you can write your Python code for finding outlier in your readme notebook. Okay, just be prepared. They can ask you anything. They are not gonna, of course, they are not gonna ask you to create the charts. This is about the data aggregation in Excel, cleanup. We already mentioned here. Manipulation, pivot table is really important. Okay. Data preparation is shell. To be honest, I don't think they will ask it. Data preparation is shell. Don't touch it, bro. Don't touch it. Even if you are good in system command or Linux, still don't touch it. If you're very good, like a expert engineer of 35 years of experience, then it's totally up to you. See, data preparation in editor. This is also really interesting thing. If you guys want, you guys has little bit of familiarity with VS Code. Okay, VS Code also has some very good AI tools. I am using something called Codium nowadays. There is one more thing called Find, PHIND Find. These are AI tools. They really help you to write the code very fast. So the beauty in VS Code, if they give you JSON file, if they give, okay, there is one more thing, JSON file. Okay, because if they give you API part, you remember Pokemon API in week 2 graded assignment? It was a very simple question. They just give you a simple, I better write API here. Okay, so maybe they can give you API part and then you need to find something JSON. So when you open JSON file or any of these file in VS Code, then you can do see, it has a prettify function. This is prettify function. It automatically put all of your stuff in a very structured manner. So you can, it is really easy for the eyes as a human to find everything. So just be a little bit familiar of the VS Code.
Amit, also put NumPy in there on your...
Yes, skills. So NumPy is really important. So if you have any this type of mathematical thing, okay, I better put it in with mathematics. Okay. So if you have any mathematical thing, then you can very easily solve it with the help of NumPy. This is a good suggestion, Carlton. So if any one of you have some suggestion, please feel free to mention it. So be a little bit familiar with NumPy. NumPy is really good. Cleaning data in OpenRefine? No, I don't think so. Profiling data with Python? Okay, yeah, there is something called Panda profiling. So once again, you can made a ready-made file for Panda profiling. I better write it here. So if you have a very huge data set, then you can just use Panda profiling, and Panda profiling will give you this most of the mathematical function, lot of mathematical function, histogram, pie chart ready-madely. So Panda profiling is also a very good thing. You can just already create a ready-made file for the Panda profiling, and just you need to upload your CSV file there or Excel file there, and Panda profiling will give you a lot of simple mathematical observation. About the image transformation with below, I don't think, I have never seen any question related to it. Apache Airflow is optional. So this is what I can think about the week 3. Okay. So always, first thing is always to find the data. Scraping will be there, definitely there. But once you scrape everything, your work is not over. You still need these skills. Okay, yeah, there is one more thing. How to deal, there are some Python skills which you will need. One thing is handling list. Okay, list list, because you guys know in our scraping session we find that there are a lot of lists, and we need to find, let's say sometimes we need to find data. Inside data there is one more list, so we go like we need to find data square bracket either 0 or 1 or 2. Inside it there is some dictionary, so dictionary is important. Okay, so dictionary use key value pair, so we need to find a specific key. Let's say data square bracket 0, then curly bracket some keyword, let's say messages. Inside messages there is one more dictionary, we need to find what is inside messages. Count, inside it there is one more list, so you need to prepare this type of sequence. Okay, so list is really important, dictionary is really important, or yeah, so that's the thing which I can think about now. Let's go to the week 4. Correlation, regression, outlier detection.
Another useful thing in Python will be sets, because sometimes you need to find something that is in one set which is not in another set. So
yes,
intersection of sets will be very helpful.
Intersection of sets is really helpful. Yeah. Anyone of you think any other which we just encountered in our past sessions?
What you call function definitions. If you write functions, it will be easier actually. Yesterday we were discussing, no?
Yeah, you can write function. But the thing is, how will you know that it will be the function we are gonna use? Maybe you can prepare some ready-made function like the percentage, sum, average, something like that.
I think lambda functions will be better because sometimes may have to use lambda functions for some kind of manipulation.
Okay, to be honest, let me tell you, I don't know anything about lambda function. I never use lambda function. So I will read it, I will study it, but I never use any lambda function and I am doing fine in TDS. So the thing is, no need to go very deep. So these are, see, first thing is always scraping. First you need to find the data. After it, you can use these skills. So it is just about the preparation. You better prepare all this thing. What is lambda function? I don't know, but okay, study about it. Every one of you. I will also study it. Which definition, which function you are going to prepare, I don't know. But okay, let's prepare some function. Let's prepare a function how to find the average in the list. But there is already ready-made function, I think. Okay. So just think different scenarios and prepare a ready-made notebook. Maybe you will need 2 or 3 notebooks. Okay. About the correlation and regression, I don't think there will be correlation and regression, but I can't say so. Yeah. So prepare these topics also. Uh, Correlation and regression. So let's say if in your data set there are 2 different columns and they ask what is the correlation in them and what is the outcome after some time, which is the regression problem. So just prepare a sheet already. So you can just upload your data and you can find the answer. Okay, correlation regression. I missed this spelling. And there is one more thing which I can think about. It's in my mind. Okay, I just forgot it. Correlation with Excel. Yeah, there is one thing. It is a part of regression. Slope and intersection. Okay.
Uh, Hello, Amit.
Yes.
Yes, slope and intersection, is it to find using Python?
It is totally up to you. You can find it by using G sheet also. Just type the equation, select the column, or just write is equal to slope bracket your column. That's all. You can find it. It is really easy. For same goes for intersection. Just write in the G sheet is equal to intersection and select that column. Okay. So it is totally up to see the mathematics part is totally up to you. You can do it in the pandas, you can do it in the Excel, you can do it in the CSV file, or you can just have your mathematician professor near you, or you can use any AI tool in VS Code. GitHub Copilot is really interesting. Okay.
We have this forecasting in Excel, right? Similarly, will there be like any other prediction or something we have to make? Or will there be any tools that we haven't used that we need to use or something?
See, choice of tool is totally up to you. Choice of
No,
tool is
I'm not asking that. Like, say, like they're asking like use this particular function to predict or something. Like, we have this forecast in like Excel, right? Same way, will they ask something that we haven't used or something? Or I mean, I'm asking based on what you've seen over the years. Usually, is it like is it
yeah.
something we already seen in the classes and all like?
See,
Or
I have never seen any question which is totally unfamiliar to us. Just the last time there was an XML file, but XML file is very much same as HTML, so it was fine. So I even these stuff like look correlation, regression, slope intersection, and something. I'm just telling you just as a precaution measurement. So yeah, rest assured, they are not going to ask something totally new stuff. Okay, they will not ask a totally new thing. But this time, this Parquet file, this is a new topic. So I have a very strong feeling about this Parquet file, and also this DBMS, because these two two things are totally new. These are the very new addition in this year. And HTML is like you can always believe that there will be some HTML there. Like in the past 6 ROE, HTML was there in 5 times. 2 time it was cookie file.
Yes,
Otherwise,
thing, the exact same thing is our OPP question, right? In DBMS, it's the same thing they ask in DBMS, like query and like do the same. It's the same question that they're asking. So will they repeat
yeah,
here?
I don't know if they will repeat, but yeah, the pattern. This is pure assumption. That's that. That's what they are. I mean, we are just playing with the probability here. PDF is really important. I have seen PDF every time.
Yeah, HTML, not only the data, I mean, the sense numerical data, like election data, what we are doing for a project. HTML, you can have anything.
Anything, anything.
Yeah, it may be, you can have anything in that.
Yeah.
Movies data, sports data, any data can be there.
Yes, and they will ask you not only the numbers, what is the mean or mode or maiden. They will ask you who is the player who score maximum in this year in this tournament. So these are the things that are also there.
I mean, they can also ask questions like, for example, think about it this way. They will not, usually they don't ask just simple questions, okay? They will not ask something that will be based on a single column. Sometimes, like I think in last ROE, the one I took, they asked questions where they combined a couple of letters from one column, and then you had to filter it, and then you combine it with some numbers in another column, which is
Yeah.
also filtered, and the composite of all those things is what you have to give the answer. So you can't even eyeball it, okay? So just remember that you'll have to be very good at quickly filtering, quickly concatenating various sets of information, and then putting it together to get an answer. So just remember that it's not always a very simplistic question.
And one important thing, you guys need to read the instructions very carefully. So I remember last time what happened. They were asking about the most frequent word in a whole data set. So most of the time, the most frequent word was and for. Okay, there are other words too, but these words are the most frequent. So sometimes and and for both have the same number of frequency. So if you have the same number of frequency, then you need to write both. So the instruction was, if you have the same frequency, then write and for both without giving any space, separate them by comma. So if you have and for with the same frequency, then you need to write it in this manner. But what we generally do, we generally write and comma space for. And there was no marks for this. A lot of students makes complaint. I don't know what they did, but if you're going to write it as a, and also the condition is you need to write it in the order, alphabetically small to alphabetically increasing order. So if you're going to write for and, then it will not give you marks, because what they want alphabetically increasing order. So these all things during the pressure of an exam is not an easy task. So yeah, just so that's why we are saying just be prepared, read question very carefully, prepare some notebook, keep all of your tools near you, and it will be fine. And the most important thing, don't lose your cool. The RO is nothing but just real board room type of meet where you have all of your bosses and they are just firing question towards you, and you need to just give the answer very quickly, and you don't know what they are going to ask. This is the exact scenario.
Are we staying on the meet during this or something? Like, is it
Okay.
similar to OPP? Like, yeah, we have to attend a meet, Google Meet or something.
See what they are doing. They will just open a Google Meet for asking query, but no need to attend it. Okay. But I suggest you guys to attend it, or maybe you can ask any of your friend or brother or sister to attend it, and just keep an eye, because sometimes there is an announcement, so they just release the announcement of the Gmeet, though there will be a no such not that but yeah, open some discourse. See, the thing is, during the ROE, for the so-called support, they open a Gmeet and they also open a thread. Actually, it's me or any TA. This time it will be Carton also. So we just open a thread. So if anyone is facing some problem, they can just tell us on the discourse. So we can take the immediate action or in the Gmeet. But there is nothing like the prompting Gmeet that someone is keeping an eye on you and you need to open your camera. No such thing. Okay. Okay, everyone. So
Carlton, but last instructor session, he was telling there will be one mark ROE. Just
Okay, if that's true, then they haven't informed us about it.
yeah, kindly coordinate with him and tell them, no, like if people are asking for this question, which you answered as yes. So when it will be there, I don't know whether it will be there or not, but still, I thought I'll just share that information.
What might be possible is they might just give you one of the last terms things that were asked, and you'll have unlimited time to basically
Yeah, for
try
that
and
question,
solve
he
it.
was telling that okay, it is self-disciplined. Like you keep 45 minutes and try to do it in the exam situation. When time limit will not be there, but you can self-regulate yourself. That is also sort of the answer given. Why I am giving that answer is, yeah, I am just confirming that mock ROE will be there. It was confirmed by the instructor.
Okay. He didn't specifically tell us, so it's kind of news to me. But I suspect, just like you said, I suspected if that was the case, then he's just going to give one of last terms or one of the previous terms ROE questions.
No issues, Carlton. At
Yeah.
least we'll have that feel, no? Like real exam paper we would have solved before exam.
Yeah, I don't think it'll help you all that much, but it'll give you an idea of what kind of pressure to expect.
to be
Yeah.
honest, Naren, if you are gonna think that it will give you a real ROE feel, then you are mistaken.
If he times himself, it will give him the pressure, right?
Yeah.
But it won't
That's
be
what.
the same as. But see, here's the thing, right? It won't give you the same pressure. I'll tell you why. Because even if you time yourself, you know there is no risk. When you're doing the ROE for real, you know that every second is going to count. And I tell you, that pressure is very different from when you know nothing is at stake.
Okay, this is very, what do you call, uh, I don't know the word.
Demotivating.
No, not demotivating. It is user specific. See, I am, as per individually for me, subjective. That is the word I want to use. It's subjective, Carlton. Because
Some
for
people
me,
excel in
even
pressure.
even if I get 0 in ROE, it doesn't matter for me.
Okay, yeah, then
So
that's okay.
in that way, I don't have any pressure at all. I mean, here for me
Hmm.
means you can take any person who thinks even if you get 0 in ROE, there is no pressure. So what you told is very subjective.
Yes. Then in that case, yeah. If you don't care about getting 0, then there is no difference. It makes no difference. That's true.
Then he's gonna enjoy the ROE. Trust me.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I want to enjoy before first actually before ROE. I want to enjoy one more mock ROE.
Sure.
So I would request Carlton and Amit to uh, make sure you release one of the previous
No.
questions.
I reject. I denied your request.
we
Trust.
No,
we have more than enough work, bro.
Yeah.
no, just one question you are going to send it. No, one question paper.
No.
No. Amit and Carlton, don't worry. But at least what instructor has confirmed us, I have shared that information to you. It is.
I'll tell you why it's okay. I'll tell you why it's not as simple as just sending a question paper. Because the reason is every question paper was every question that students received was parameterized. So that means every question had a matching answer set with it. So the reality was it's a big operation to actually give you a question which has a answer set keyed for it.
Okay.
You see what I mean? So
Yeah,
when you say for us to do it, I am with Amit in this matter in the sense that it's not something I'd like to take on voluntarily, because just preparing for the real thing itself is a major task for us on the back end.
Carlton, maybe you can give one set for everybody. Like, at least we will get a feel of the questions.
Without parameterizing.
Everyone, please don't make
sure.
such request which we cannot fulfill. Okay, and we are doing a lot. Trust us. And
Amit,
this
again, I'm reiterating. I'm not making a request. I'm just sharing an
if
information which the instructor has given.
yeah, if
So it is
instructor
up to you whether what my request was. Kindly share this request given by the students to the instructor. I don't know whether whatever call you take, you can take afterwards. Since why I interrupted is where there was a question in the chat saying that whether mock RO will be there or not, and Carlton replied, no, it will not be there. For that answer only, I have just elaborated what happened in the last instructor session. So that's all. Nothing more. You can continue.
okay, then we will just ask instructor to provide it, and but we cannot promise about the more because as a cartoon mentioned, it is really tough work just to find the questions and their answers. It is automated stuff, so we as a TA we don't have access to the backend, so we cannot do anything in it. Okay, so let's come to the week 5. And this week 5 is totally new. This week 5 is here in the, this is the first term of the week 5. I don't know if they will ask any question from this week 5 or which type of question they are going to ask. But since this week 5 is here, and I see that Anusar is very active related to this week 5, he even managed some expansion like some API token. So I insist you guys to pay a little bit attention on this. Once again, you need to create a ready-made notebook. So what is here? Here is sentiment analysis, and we have a quite nice session on the sentiment analysis, and also LLM extraction. So this week 5, since this is a totally new week for us, for me and Carton also, so we cannot provide you any insight about this week. But still, just to be on the safe side, please prepare a notebook which is only based on this LLM part. Okay, so this is a really important thing. I insist. Uh,
Amit, our questions from week 5 is going to come in ROE?
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This week 5 is a new addition. They just add this week 5 in this term only. So
No, generally, what is the syllabus of
there is
ROE?
no syllabus for ROE. There is no syllabus for ROE. Okay. There is no
It's
syllabus for ROE.
basically, as Amit said in the beginning of the session, it covers from week 2 to week 5. So anything from week 2 to week 5 is possible. So, but he has, as he is making these notes here, he has explained each section for each week what we think will be valuable for you. And so in the same way, week 5 also, if you just do the basic things, you know, like making the basic notebook, having, for example, LLM sentiment analysis, write a little bit, or rather copy a little bit of the code, make sure you understand how to do the basic bits, LLM sentiment analysis, a little bit of structured extraction, and a little bit of embeddings. If you just prepare yourself with a little bit of code, then what will happen is if they ask you any questions, at least you have some code ready in your notebook, ready to solve the question. You might need to tweak it, of course, because it depends on what data set they give you, right? And you may not use your whole notebook, but at least if they ask you the question, straight away you can jump right to those cells and tweak it a little bit and get your ROE sorted out through that.
Right. Actually, I joined later. That's why I.
It's fine. We are recording this meet and you can listen it anytime. Okay.
So
But
when
it's,
the
it's always
questions
good
come,
to
they
ask.
will give us a key and everything, right? Like we have to
Yes.
hit the API. So
Yes, they already gave you the key, and
okay.
Yes,
So
and to clarify also, for ROE, what they will do is, I mean, we know about this for a fact, is that just because people will be using ChatGPT and all for various things, right? So for ROE, they will reset the what you call the limits on the keys. So you have a fresh availability for ROE in case you needed it.
okay, so they will get a few more new keys, huh?
And I don't think it'll be new keys, but I'm not 100% sure. But I know for sure that he will reset the value. You know, like some limitation is there, right? Daily limitation or
50
whatever.
cent.
Yeah, so they will reset it just before ROE.
So everyone, what you guys can do, I mean, just pay attention on the emails. So don't miss any email. Uh, and the thing is
Amit,
about,
are you going to share this notepad?
no, I'm not gonna share.
Okay, so we should write this.
I just this whatever I am writing here is totally not important. But whatever I am speaking is important. I am making this note, so I there is no need for me to repeat myself again and again. I mean, I just don't mess up the topics. I just cover all the topic. That's why. And
Okay.
again, the one thing is, this notebook is not something like official. It is just friendly suggestions here, nothing else. Okay, this is not official. Nothing. Yeah. So about this notebook. So this since this topic is very much new for us TS2. So first thing, since your keys will be the same, and like you guys was experiencing that not everyone key is working. So it's really good to create this notebook, run it 2 or 3 hours before ROE, run if check if the keys is working or not. Like you guys know, you was there in our session. I was writing air proxy. It was causing problem. There was one few students. They were just making some little mistakes here, and it was not working. So it's better if you guys are already prepared. Just create a first 3 or 4 cells related to LLM sentiment analysis. Create some few cells like last like 4, 5, 6 cells about the LLM extraction. Maybe they can ask you some question related to. They will give you some in this like in this lecture. They may give you some city and district name, and they will ask you what is the pin code of this city and district on the base of this specific LLM part. Or there was a question like in the week 5 weekly assignment, which is like how much time or how much cents, how much token this query is taking while running. See, if they are asking you a question, okay, what is the pin code of IIT Madras Chennai, then you can Google it also because it is kind of universal truth. But if they are going to ask how much token this query is taking, then you have some very specific then you need to run this thing, correct? So just create a notebook about the LLM. This is very new thing, so I have no idea what is the possibility of which type of question, but still, since it is not a tough thing, you just in a 12 or 13 cell
Sentiment
you can create.
analysis is like a vast subject, right? Like it's
Hmm?
like a lot of possibilities in sentiment analysis. Like they can ask so much.
Uh, yeah, well, okay, so this is all from my side.
Yeah, there's a message there that it says that the ROE is not going to be held on 20th July. Is that true?
Yeah, it's not on 20th July, it's after 20 July.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the week 1 to 5. This is the content which I think that is important, and that's the strategy which I can think that how you guys can prepare. If you have any question, please ask.
Aditya, just a quick question. So, how did you know it's not going to be held on 20th July? I mean, did someone tell you specifically?
I think you or Amit
Amit,
mentioned it
Amit,
at the beginning of the session, so I was just confirming.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
In the graded
Because
in the graded document, it is mentioned that it will be on 20 July, but no, it will not be on 20 July.
no, I just asked because I have my MLP OPP on 21st, so if
21st.
I so I can
Yeah,
just
that was a
prepare with
big
that
problem.
mindset.
Yeah, lots of students have. I also have OPP on 21st. So,
I mean, what we will do on our end is we have already spoken, I think, with JK
mhm,
or
mhm.
the others, and we have already raised this issue, and they said we will, that they will arrange it such that it doesn't come on days where other students have OPPs, because that will be not fair, right? So that we will definitely make sure that it's not around OPPs. Okay.
And the project deadline, is it going to extend or it's 21st only?
It is 21st.
Because we were informed, no, that since the project set was changed, the entire data was given again, then they would be extending the deadline also.
But you still has like more than 10 days to deal it.
It's 21st only, you know? Yeah.
Okay, actually, we have no information. I don't think that they are going to extend it.
Regarding the project, when I have one question, like we had received a mail, so the two projects which we have, they are both of part of project one, right? So
Yes,
project two will be released after 19.
after 90 or maybe after RE. I don't know the date for the project 2, but both things which you can see on your portal, it is part of project one. One is
Got
quantitative assignment where you need to just submit some CSV file. Other is qualitative assignment where you need to submit for peer reviews.
okay.
Okay, everyone. So, do you guys have any question, or you want me to repeat this everything, or some strategy? I don't think there is any strategy. Whatever is there, I just explained. Let me take a look again. Okay, ROE will be open exam. Date is not decided, but it is definitely after 2021. Syllabus there is actually roughly 2 to 5. Let me remove it. Syllabus will be 2 to 5. Scraping is very, very, very important. You will find nearly 50% or maybe more than 50% question only from the scraping. These are the scraping according to my experience. HTML file. There are 4 type of HTMLs. One is live. Let's say any live website which is on the internet. They will give you a link and you need to open that link. There is a live website like Wikipedia or anything, any website, and you just need to scrape it. Second thing is they just, and what is the good practice? Good practice is just start working on it. The good practice is just scrape at least 3 or 4 files. Just know how to find stuff with the help of tag, how to find stuff with the help of classes or attribute, how to find stuff with the help of text. It's totally up to you how you are going to practice. Okay. Local files, sometimes the file is dynamic. They just give you the HTML code. You need to download the HTML code. You need to upload the HTML code. This takes a lot of time. So the better thing is you can download the HTML code and work in the Jupyter notebook, not the Colab, but the Jupyter, which is locally hosted. Or someone was suggesting you can mount a drive and open it directly in the Colab. So that's also thing. HTML files can be very simple where no need to log in, but there are some files where you need to do cookie settings. So for now, I can suggest you only 2 websites where I remember which is the potential which they can give. One is our discourse, okay, and second is movie lens. Because I saw that answer have some that bonus project type of thing, and that autobiography part in the discourse. So for the safe side, just practice little bit on the discourse. And movie lens, I remember 3 or 4 terms back, they gave movie lens, and they both need to make your ID there. They both need cookies information. So for the practice, please just do these 2 websites. XML files, you can find XML file anywhere. There is a really good source for the XML file. It is data.gov.in. Data.gov.in. And most of the data here is in the format of XML file. You can pick any data, let's say economy. Some huge, let's say all India consumer price index. I don't know if it will have something or not. But XML file, okay. XML. No, this is Excel. XLS. Okay. XML. Okay. So you can get XML file from government that data.gov.in, and XML is everywhere. XML is a really good file format to transfer or store data. So XML is everywhere. Little bit paper for the XML. PDF, you guys know. Parquet is something new, so I insist that you better work on this Parquet file. This is new. Database is also something new, so you better prepare these 2. I insist. JSON is also very important. Okay, so yeah, just pay a little bit attention on it. Create at least 2 notebook. One notebook is related to BBC weather, IMDb, nominating, Wikipedia, and pandas profiling. Just in a single notebook, or maybe you want 2 or 3 different notebook. Just write all the cells, all the code, all the possible code, or whatever you think is important, because there is no limit, and run those codes. Okay. One make for only for LLM. Already enter your key. Already run some function. Just see if your LLM part is working or not. Just remember the structure we discussed in our last to last TA session. How to read token. I mean, how to find the number of token. How to read the cost and stuff. Maybe they can ask these type of question. These are the some sets of skills which I think and also you guys suggest, Carlton suggest is important. So just prepare it. And soon, maybe not now, but in the next week or after it, maybe we will have some ROE practice sessions, 3 sessions we will manage. Okay. Yeah, so this is from my side. If you guys have any question, please ask.
Yeah, and the project, can I ask about the project?
If anyone have any question related to ROE, first ask it, then I will close the recording, then we will discuss project. Okay. Nothing, I guess. Okay, so that's all about the ROE. Now we can discuss project, but let me turn off the recording.